What's up, Will? What's up, Mike? Do you guys have any thoughts on the topic? What percentage of Periscope is ignorant trash? You agree it was a question of what percentage? Well, I woke up this morning. I'm not going to get too much into the details of it because I want to gather my thoughts. But I woke up to a super fun piece of a call-in last night that somebody from this app, who's actually not a fucking scumbag, surprise, sent me to give me a heads up and be like, you know, this is what's being said about you. So Mr. fucking Brandon Vox trash can, king of the ignorant retards, I don't want to talk about it. Cat, I never talk about you. Cat, I never think about you. Why am I waking up to copies of scopes where that's exactly what you're doing, you fucking idiot? And his band of morons, Lonely Leslie. I think Cat doesn't come into your scopes because she's mad that you don't come into... Shut up, Leslie. I think you've got like 3 teeth in your whole mouth from your picture. You're wearing some stupid fucking unicorn thing on your head. I'm not convinced that she's not actually the Loch Ness Monster. I don't know. That's a whole different topic, though. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Kelly. I am just... Hello, Christina. Yay. Bruce, get out of here. Hello. I just woke up to a fun, I'm a little annoyed. Like, I wanted to wake up and just have, like, a good day, but I'm glad this person sent me a copy of this scope, because why the fuck are they still talking about it? Why? Mr. Brandon Vox is at it again, running his mouth in the middle of the night about stupid bullshit, talking shit about me and Ashley, and non-scumbag people actually give me a fucking heads up and gave me an actual recording of the scope, which I'm not going to even play right now. I'm just too fucking irritated. It's just so childish. Just why? Just shut the fuck up. Like, he goes around, well, shut up, nobody talk about it, except when he wants to talk about it, and he wants to talk shit about me and Sprinkles, after he just screamed at me in a scope the other night about how he doesn't talk about me and doesn't think about me. Okay, then don't. Jesus. He is an adult baby. Fucking giant man baby. Well, I'm going to play the scope a little later because I'm just starting my day and I'm not going to start it by listening to any more of that stupid shit. The audacity, I know. It's to be expected when you're of that intelligence level. Right. I did hear my conversation with him. I did. He only just recently took responsibility for the fact that he's the reason that he lost his own job. And people seem to just be like, oh, well, that's just no big deal. You just rallied hatred and made somebody almost want to kill themselves. 2 different people. Wow, no big deal. Wow. Fucking... God, yeah. Denied talking about you. When Sprinkles and I were both in that scope, when he was telling that story about how he came to your house uninvited, like... He's the one who brought off-scope business on scope. That's what started this whole fucking issue. And he's got people in his scope giving him all kinds of reasons about why Sprinkles and I are involved. Because he talked shit about you. That's why. Because I'm a good friend. And because if the shoe was on the other foot, I would want somebody to do that shit for me. Like, and then he has the nerve to still keep talking about it all this time. Get off the fucking sympathy tour, bruh. Find a job. Get off of Periscope. Wash your face. And now all he can mention is, well, I unblocked Kat, and then you did. Even in that conversation, you were still nice to him. Even in that conversation, you were still, and tried to be like, you know what? Get off of scope. Get your shit together. He should be saying nothing. Nothing. Good morning, Mutter. I think just what's more irritating is his band of idiots, to be completely honest, because it's not, you know, real life to me. This isn't going to make me boohoo and sob the way he does. But his band of morons, I think that's what's just the most irritating and I guess scary to me, that there's people like that actually running around in real life that are allowed to be out and free. All of his people need to be locked up. They all just need to be dropped on an island with one box of food, survival of the fittest, get the fuck out of here. Nobody loves you. Nobody cares about you. Because if they did, you wouldn't be on Periscope as much as you are. And that's that on that. Why are y'all awake and function? What do you mean so early? It's not that early. Yes. It's only 9:30, Val. Why aren't you awake already? What, 10, 11, 12:30 for you? But anyways, I was just trying to wake up and go on my call this afternoon, have a good day of being a whore, and make a couple bucks, but then, no. Some could be standing in line behind you at the store. Isn't that disgusting to think about? Ooh, I wish I would see Leslie somewhere. I would love to have a chat with her. The thing is that Leslie and other people have talked about how I'm an escort and blah, 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 blah. Like, knowing that, why would you continue to talk shit? Do you have any idea the kind of people that are involved in that business? The kind of people who don't want to see me upset because it's bad for business? It's just not smart. It doesn't... These people are just... Eesh. Exactly. Who cares? What does that have to do with anything? Well, the way that Leslie says it, I'm pretty sure Leslie is jealous because nobody's touched her vagina in over a decade. I can hear it in her voice. It's just... It's a sad situation, really, for her. And I hope some of those pricks are in here. Cat's talking shit about you, Vox. Get your panties in a wad, bitches. Get your panties in a wad. It's as close to any kind of friction as you're going to get down there, so. And it's mostly a bunch of ladies who are doing this. And men who act like ladies. Oh, I agree, Tough Mudder. I'm not changing anything about my life because these people know such, like, little bits about it that their opinion doesn't matter. Right. Kat's an escort and she gets paid by handsome men to go on dates and dinners and go to shows. Oh. Sounds like a really terrible job, doesn't it? It's actually fantastic. All of it is trash. Everyone on it. No, I'm trying to light a match, Val. My sustainably forested matches. I did not get my trailer yet. No, I'm still narrowing it down. Where do I sign up? Oh my goodness. No, I'm not. I don't take clients from Periscope. I could see if that was the case too, if I was using Periscope as my street corner. Maybe somebody could have a problem with it then, but never once. Never. It just seems not like a good idea. Yeah. I mean, they're trustworthy. They're trusting of other people. And I don't trust what other people are going to do. So I won't even put my face on social media. Hi, poo-poo pee-pee. So many fucking scumbags. Dear Periscope, today I went to the store and somebody looked at me with a weird look. And I thought about saying something to them, and in my head there was an entire interaction and a fight that never actually happened. But I'm going to go on Periscope today and talk about what didn't happen and tell people that it did. I feel like that's something that people do too. I feel like people completely fabricate shit that didn't even happen and come onto Scope and talk about it. I think that that's a thing. After hearing so many people tell lies, and I didn't realize that so many people were lying on Scope until the last couple weeks. I had no idea. Where's that private ASMR group? It's in the works. So what's the consensus, guys? What percentage of Periscope is actual trash? What percentage are we at? Do you think it's 50%? Do you think it's higher than that? 99.9? Story fishing. Ooh. Hat fishing, story fishing, face fishing. I think face fishing is where you constantly use filters. So you're like, yeah, this is my real face. Boo, I'm beautiful. I'm handsome. Boo. But then you take the filter off and you're actually not. It's face fishing. There are some good people here, yeah. And I have my moments where I'm trash too. I feel like this is trashy that I'm even addressing these people that are so beneath me. They're beneath all of us that are in, well, all of us that I know that are in here. If I don't know you and you are not a cat supporter, then you're by default trash. Hey! Bruce, that's enough. Shh! Hey! You're going inside. I mean, we all have our moments of trash. Oh my God. Go inside. It's a fucking game with these idiots. I know they're not supposed to bark. Yes. Val, I don't think you're trash. Unless you support Vox, then yeah, then you're in that. 36%? That's low. That's low. And the reason that I say if you support Vox, because if you support him and you know what he did, which is lie to all of his quote unquote friends on Periscope about why he lost his job, and then rally hatred against someone with hundreds of people who are threatening Fly Girl. Then I hear people actually threatening Del Vecchio, people that I never thought would say things like this. People were saying things to Del Vecchio about yelling at him that he should kill himself and that they're going to come there and do this and that. I couldn't believe all this stuff that was coming out, all because of Brandon's lie. That is the whole issue. I thought that I was doing Periscope a favor by warning y'all. When I say y'all, I don't mean the people in here because you guys are not, you know, in that category, but warning his people or warning the people of Periscope that he's lying to everyone. But then all of a sudden, I'm the liar and I'm making it up. And then there's all these reasons that people completely fabricate to back up their justification for not believing him or for not believing me. Like it's literally insanity. The mental gymnastics that these people are jumping through to believe a lie is shocking. I don't support anyone. Everyone can get fucked. There's scopes complaining about white people, black people, Republicans, Democrats. Yeah, everybody is always complaining about something. And it is a mob mentality. Absolutely. I agree. Steven has obviously got some sort of issue, which, you know, people have already recognized that. And yet another thing, Brandon Vox knows that there's an issue, yet he has him call into his scopes. And I heard these scopes myself where he would call in and basically just yell at him and tell him what a horrible person that he is and blah, blah, all this stuff, just berate him and over and over and over and do his accent at him to what, make him feel bad because he's from the East Coast and he has a little bit of a lisp. Like, you don't have a job and you pretend that you have hair. Worry about your own life, Brandon. It's disgusting to me that somebody would know that somebody has a mental handicap and then go out of their way to still pick on them. Let that sink in for a minute. He lost his job because he's periscoping at work. Same reason that he lost his job last year. Or no, we're in 2019, so the year before that. So lose your job twice for the same thing. First time, we were on good terms, so he told me that he stopped scoping because he was allegedly being blackmailed. I didn't think anything of it, so I was like, oh shit, that sucks, and I left it. Then this time he comes on scope, whoa, well somebody called my work, whoa. Yeah, right, liar. Liar, liar. And I know this because I was on a three-way call and I heard it. And I don't give a fuck what he says about, ooh, what does that make you for being on that call? Ooh. And I do that ooh sound because that's exactly what the fuck he sounds like. Bye, JKD. I'm not at all sorry for being on that phone call. I feel privileged, and him and Gringo were like yelling at me in their scope, and Brian's calling the other night telling me to call in. I will absolutely not call in and be yelled at by fucking anybody. And he's bringing up, well, what kind of person are you, and how did, basically asking how did it all happen. I don't have to justify shit. I heard what I heard, and he knows it. He does sound like that. You want to yell at me? No. I think if you yelled, I would probably laugh, because not in any kind of a mean way, but with your accent, it would probably be charming. So I've come to the conclusion that lonely Leslie is just super jealous that she can't be an escort and that her vagina hasn't been touched for over a decade. Lonely Leslie, I hope that you're listening, you stupid bitch. 75%. I don't know her last name. Leslie, her username is something cool. I always forget it. Lonely Lesbo Leslie. Used to be cool. That's it. And there's like some underscores in it. She's all up Brandon's ass. I'm sure she's one of the many lonely ladies that he talks to off the internet, which is fine. I don't care if you're lonely and if your vagina is untouched. I care, Leslie, the lesbo who's lonely. When you start sticking your nose into shit, you have literally nothing to do with this. Nothing at all. Other than you want Brandon's dick. That's it. I did not go to Sprouts. No, I went to a different grocery store. Yeah, I didn't know who she was either. Who sent the broadcasting videos to his employer? Anyone know? Nobody did. No one. You mean to tell me that with all the time that he spends on Periscope and with all the people that he knows through Periscope, they're all his, his supporters and the people who are like, man, this is the best scope I've ever seen. Here's $30. He was talking about that yesterday. That if somebody really did do that he couldn't figure it out and he hasn't pushed it to try and figure it out, you think that sounds reasonable or logical? I don't buy it. I don't buy it for a fucking second. Because nobody contacted his job. He lost his job on his own, and that was that. Agreed, TSM. Yeah, I don't know why she's so angry. She's either the Loch Ness Monster or it's the untouched vagina thing. I feel like her hair is kind of thinning from her little profile picture. It looks like she's covering it up with some stupid unicorn headband. I don't know. She seems to have a whole array of issues that she needs to tackle. She needs to worry about me a whole lot less and worry about fixing herself a whole lot more, because my life is fucking fantastic. I come onto Scope because it's entertainment and it's fun majority of the time. As soon as it stops being fun, stop doing it. Did she? See, she keeps denying that she used that word, and I don't know. It's because she's so jealous she isn't an escort. That's why. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, Jeff said that somebody contacted his job. What does Jeff actually know that for 100% sure, though? No, he doesn't. He's listening to his friend. And I get that, because Jeff is friends with him. Jeff is listening to his friend because he thinks that his friend is telling the truth. A lot of people thought he was telling the truth. I get it. Poo poo pee pee. And then this just fuels the fire, right? Hey, Del Vecchio, we're just talking about your buddy Brandon Vox. You know what? I think it's really fucked up that he knows that you are a little special, and he still chooses to pick on you and bully you. And yeah, I know he's not your buddy. I'm just teasing. I'm sorry. He's not your buddy. He's not your friend. He's not a kind person. Don't go into his scopes. Don't let him have you call into his scopes anymore, because he does not have good intentions. All he's going to do is make fun of you. And he already knows that you didn't call his job. So now he's just being fucking mean. He blocked you. That's good. Don't go in on a troll. They love that. Don't have anything to do with him. He's literal trash. He's like the STD of Periscope that won't go away. He's a fucking incurable disease. Does his ex get mad because you always talk about Brandon? Well, I certainly don't always talk about Brandon, Miss Velvet Jones. I've never seen you in one of my scopes before, so always is a pretty big generalization, wouldn't you say? Do you want me to define generalization for you? I know it's a big word. I just say that because anybody who supports Brandon, I just assume has a lower intelligence level, so. What's up, Ed? I don't think I can light this bowl out here. It's a little windy. I'll have to go inside. The single ladies, oh, Brandon, we love you. Oh, Brandon, we love you. Oh, Brandon, we've never seen you in real life. We've never seen you actually do anything good with your life other than come on Periscope, but we love you. Ah. I wish some of these people would actually meet him. I wish he would actually meet some of these people. And then maybe he'll, you know, find a trash bag match and be happy. They all went live after that scope leak saying, leave Brandon alone. Oh, leave Brandon alone. Oh. Here's the thing. If I'm such a liar and I'm just this escort and I'm such trash and I'm just this terrible person, blah, 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 why do they care what I think? You know why, Brandon? Why he cares what I have to say? Because it's true. That's why. Because he didn't want anybody to know the truth. Only bells, or only blues out here. Not one. Not one. I agree, Wander. I absolutely agree. The only reason that I even brought it up is because I woke up to a copy of a scope where he was just bashing me and my friend Sprinkles. Him, this guy Gringo. I don't even know who Gringo is. He just always seems to be involved in other people's shit. Always. Well, the reason that it's rehashing is because people don't have the balls to say something to somebody's face and then just end it. That's why. Gringo sucks his dick also. Oh, so he seems like he's just a little sidekick. Like he doesn't have anything of his own. So he's just always got to be involved in somebody else's mess. I don't know. He yelled at you once. Oh, the trash scope. Good question. Poo poo pee pee. It was actually Camilla Berkeley or Camilla, Cammy, I think they call her. Which also, I don't know her. She's made some comments to me in scopes, like defending Brandon, of course. So also, she can mind her own business. Like, if Brandon really wanted this to end, he could still contact me off scope. He still has a burner number where he can reach me. Brandon or your minions, if you're listening, if you want this to end, then shut the fuck up and tell your minions to do the same. Because I had no intention of coming on here and talking about you today or any of this stupid shit. But when I get a heads up from somebody that you're running your fucking mouth about me, I'm not just going to let it slide. I'm not. To an extent, you know, like there will be an end to it. I'm not going to keep this going and going and going, but just shut the fuck up. Move on. When I think that somebody is a terrible, horrible person and I don't care what they think, I don't keep bringing it up. If somebody slanders me like I allegedly slandered him, then why would they keep talking about it? And then I say something back now, so then I'm the one that's talking. Like, it's insanity. Val, you are hilarious. I told her many times to get a life. Did I have my rights? Cat, but he got a new apartment. God. Why is that an accomplishment at like 38? Like, no shade, but why is that something that anybody should be like so excited about? And telling people how much you pay for rent is so disgusting, by the way. That's very indicative of his class in life. And there are classes. People are at different levels in life, and that really... I got an apartment and it's $1,400 or $1,500. And you live in California. Everybody's rent is high. Everybody. If you're going to be getting fired for being on Periscope all the time, you should move somewhere that is a little less expensive to live. Just my opinion. For whoever's recording this, or Voxy if you're here, or Lesbian Leslie if you're here. No shade on lesbians, but actually I'm going to take that away because that's rude to lesbians. I'm just assuming she's a lesbian because I can tell she hasn't had dick in a long time. That's the only reason I said that. Yes, because escorting is so high class. Ooh, is that you, Leslie? It is when you're me. There's a whole screening process and blah, blah, blah that you wouldn't understand or ever know anything about. So, yeah, it can be high class. I don't walk the streets, bitch. Are you jealous, too? Are you jealous that you don't get paid for your time because you're not intelligent or charming or beautiful? Miss Velvet Jones. Guys, I got a check, and I'm paying $300 monthly. I've arrived. Who tells people how much they pay for their mortgage or their rent, though? Like, unless you're in high school and it's like your first place or something, you know? When I got my first apartment, I think I talked about stuff like that. But after that, I don't know. It's just... Jones was in Brandon's scopes. Who's Jones? Yeah, I think you should leave her out of it, though, Del Vecchio. Just, at this point in the game, I don't think you should. A lot of dick sucking going on. Well, that's what he likes, you know? Big fat fucking circle jerk. Oh, Velvet Jones was in there. Who is this troll? It's fun to try and guess who people are, but... You heard the name, now learn the game. What is this picture of? Oh, it's your hand and your one eye and your really thin eyebrow with some terrible filter on it. Oh, okay. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I heard Hatfish is a multimillionaire. Val is fucking Switzerland. I gotta say. I really like that about you, Val. You try to keep the peace at all times. You won't participate in my bullshit. I mean, if you heard it, it must be true. Because here's the thing. Somebody says something one time, and it could be a bold-faced lie, and people on Scope, somebody latches onto it. Yep, that's what I heard. Yep, that's what I heard. Yep. So I heard it here first. I heard Hatfish was a millionaire. Maybe so. Maybe Vox is actually a millionaire, and all this is just completely made up. That could be true. I'm trying to lighten the mood. The mood is light. The mood is very light. I'm still going to have a beautiful day. Escorting it up. Being a whore, as they say. You know, I need to look up the actual definition of whore because I think a whore gives it away for free, right? Like her time and her attention. I'm pretty sure that's the actual definition of a whore. No? I might be wrong. Also, I don't find that word offensive, so when people are like, whore, okay. Oh, whore gets paid. Okay, well then, I'm a whore. I heard that Hatfish troll is getting a hair transplant. Oh my god. Congratulations. That troll is already getting it together. Whew. Slut gives it away, whore gets paid. Ah. Know your terminology. Okay, well. I guess because I just don't have people call me that, so I've never really thought about it up until recently. Jesus fucking Christ. That's not a, I thought I had a nail file in my pocket, and it was actually a popsicle stick, so. Whew. Whew, 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 whew. A floozy? What other words are there for that? Floozy is a good one. Man, I forgot about that one. I thought I brought a nail file outside, no? High-price escorts transcend all sigmas. Mm-hmm. They come in all walks of life. Jezebel. Ooh, that's a good one. A lot of them you would never even know. Myself included. Yes, indeed. It's because... Ooh, trollop. It's more so for the experience. It's not to fuck. It's more so the company. So you have to be reasonably intelligent. You have to be reasonably well-spoken. You have to know how to be able to connect to people and make them feel special, in a nutshell. I love these. Hussy, hoochie. Oh, no. The ones who hang around a truck stop, that's not an escort. That's a straight up, like, $20 hooker. Whatever you want to call it. Lot lizard. I don't even know how that happens. Like, why is that even an option for you ladies? Yikes. That's hard to do for some. It's hard to do for a lot of women. It's hard to do for a lot of people in general. That's why people pay for it. Hey, Jay. Sometimes when I type cat, it types out as Jay as well. So I know what you meant, Bones. What's up, everybody? Thanks for sitting here and listening to my my little ramble / shit talking. I think I might be done with the shit talking portion though. Now we're just coming up with different words for escorts and ladies of the streets. Streetwalker, that's one. Just straight up hoe. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Slag. Ooh, that's a bad one. Ladies of the night and the day. You'd be surprised how many guys want to hang out in the afternoon because wifeys are away. So I get to go out to lunch, keep them in a good mood. They go home, fuck their wife. I mean, these men, like, the wives of some of these men, they should be thanking me for this service. For fuck's sakes. 99.9, ain't that the truth? I don't know why women sell their bodies. It's around the clock. It's a 24/7 job. Depends who you ask, Wander. I mean, I have a couple different streams of income, but recently people started bringing up that one. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how it came up. It's not something that I've kept like a secret. I just don't openly talk about it until recently. Why is there like 5 birds flying over here? Jesus. What's up, bunny? No. Look at that Lexi bish on here who spreads hate. Oh, Lexi's here? Is it Lexi Peters with the genital warts? Ooh. She also, I don't know if she still has genital warts, but she did. She's a cam girl. Congratulations. Yep, that's what I heard from a reliable source. I've never heard anybody say anything nice about her except Brandon Fox. He ats her with like hearts and kisses and shit. It's so funny. Am no good to woman. I can't keep it up. Am not ashamed of it. Oh, you can't keep it up? I mean, I think a lot of guys have that problem. There's ways to be coached through that if you find the right woman. Thank you, poo-poo pee-pee. Yeah. Exactly. She's been all right when you've seen her. Well, not me. Not me. She came at me really hard out of nowhere. I didn't even know who she was. Like, I have never even seen her name before. And then all of a sudden she's calling me all kinds of whores and I don't know. She was saying all kinds of terrible shit to me. All in the name of Mr. Vox. Patron Saint Vox, right? King of the dumpsters. Lexi does nothing but spread hate. That's what I've heard from other people, too. Whenever I'm like, I blocked her a while ago because all she did was... And it's nonstop. Like, it was nonstop in chats. Like, just back to back to back. Just whores. Just all kinds of stuff. And I don't care. The sniffles are triggering. Okay, so I'm going to actually be pretty disgusting and, like, have a spit. Thanks for saying that, Wander. Okay, I feel better. Sometimes I have, like... Sometimes I have, like, a little phlegm when I wake up. I don't know. I think it's when it's windy outside because I get allergies. And now you're turned on. Oh, God. I had to spit, man. Sometimes you just have to. I feel so much better now. Listen. No sniffles. Sniffle free. Somebody is going to start crying in a minute. And it's not going to be me. Hey. Amazing how a whistle just stops them. Seems like a lot of people aren't digging in you from what I hear. Oh, what have you heard, Lyric? And who have you heard it from? What's up, Mooney Tunes? How are you doing? I wake up in the morning and blow my nose for 1 hour. Rest of the day golden, religiously forever. You blow your nose for a whole hour? So you give yourself that full hour to just like blow. And then, I don't hate that idea. I need to remember to like spit when I get up. Hey! I'm doing pretty good. I'm just yelling at my dogs. As you can maybe hear, it sounds like little baby dinosaurs. It's actually 2 min pin chihuahuas biting each other. Can you guys chill out? Also, you're not eating that stick. Yeah, he said a whole hour of nose blowing. Where did you get this? No, and no. That seems like a lot of nose blowing, though. Doesn't that make your nose raw? Does anybody else get the sniffles when they wake up and need to blow their nose? I might have to actually spit again. Yeesh. What if I have to spit for an hour? Oh my God. I will not be pleased about that. But I can't be running around phlegmy this afternoon. So... I got like every bit out. I don't think I'm going to be having to spit again for a while. Oh, God. I take everything with a grain of salt. It's wise to be aware. Yeah, it really... Consider the source. Because I know... I've seen you in a lot of, like, Vox-ish scopes. And Del Vecchio was one of the people that Brandon first blamed for calling his job. He was one of the other... of the 2 people that Brandon rallied false hatred against. Morning snots are gross. What's up, J Mama? How are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. Really, Wander? My takeaway from this scope, take Flonase and lots of dick sucking going on in here. No, there's not dick sucking going on here. I use nose flush every morning. What's a nose flush? Yeah. That's the other part of it, Lyric. Oh, right. No, there was somebody else too. I forgot. Good job, poo poo pee pee. Totally forgot about that. I know Del Vecchio. Oh, you moved to Florida. Jesus, I didn't know that. Congratulations. I mean, it can be Wander. I've just never really thought about it. Um, on the topic of spitting, when I was a dancer, there was more than one occasion that a couple of my regular long-term clients who like to be submissive to me asked me to spit on them, and then one guy asked me to spit in his mouth pretty regularly. Like, we had known each other a while, and he paid me properly. I didn't have to get close to him, so I was like, okay, let's do this. So some people are into it. Oh, neti pot, that's what it is. Okay. What's up, Jules? I just heard a lot of females were getting harassed by Del Vecchio or something. I've heard that, but I've never actually seen him do it. He says hi to a lot of girls. I don't know. I've not personally seen it. Well, yeah, of course I've done that, Wander. I mean, it wasn't something that I expected to ever happen because, you know, I was in a strip club, so, but there were already some paddlings and things like that were going on, and he really liked when I would choke him, like in different positions, in front of him, behind him, blah, blah, blah. And then the spitting thing came up, and at first I was like, no, that's, no. But once we worked out the details, I was pleasantly surprised. It was some of the easiest money I've ever made. You won't scream like a tethered? I don't know what that means. Can you do call-ins on an audio-only scope, by the way? Right at this moment, poo poo pee pee? Some people like the spit though, Lyric. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I didn't see that option, but I just kind of turned on the scope pretty quickly. Okay. I'll have to do that when I scope another time. La, 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 la. It's such a nice day outside. There's just not a lot of sun in my backyard until a little later because there's a big tree right next door. God. Yesterday was so nice. I laid out in the backyard and got a tan. I got like my first little layer of tan for the season. I'm super excited. Oh, these dogs are over here eating another goddamn stick. Is it possible? Is it impossible? It's not impossible, but we have clay under the ground here in this backyard that, yes, it can be removed, but it's a whole big freaking production. And to keep it growing, I just kind of feel selfish considering the drought that the drought that we are in perpetually. I feel like it's a little selfish to have grass. And then when I've considered the fake grass, the problem that I have with that is that it gets so hot in the summer that it burns my feet. So I don't want that either. So I've chosen to make it like a gypsy backyard and throw down some. So the green rugs that you guys have seen before in my backyard, those are actually made of recycled plastic bottles, and they feel like just carpet. They're like new age indoor-outdoor carpet, essentially. And then the little rugs that are out here are there because I don't like to always wear shoes, and because there's rocks. I obviously don't want to walk on all the rocks, so we put little whatever rugs out here that it doesn't matter if something happens to them. And then the tent takes up a lot of the space, and we've got the fire pit. I mean, I don't know. I feel like grass would just be too much maintenance for me. Yes, they're awesome. They sell them at Lowe's too. No, I don't vacuum them, but we sweep them. I have one of those like really wide brooms that's like, I don't know, like 2 feet wide or whatever. And you just kind of sweep them off and pick them up and kind of shake them out. And then they look like fake grass again. Push broom, is that what it's called? Grass is a lot of maintenance and it's a lot of water. Can you explain that again, but in a very soft, slow whisper? Those rugs get hot AF. Not these rugs. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think 3 of these rugs are actually meant for like kitchen/bathroom, and then the other one is actually an outdoor rug. But they're just like throwaway rugs, so I don't mind that they're out here getting ruined by the sun and chewed up by animals. Are you guys eating a stick? I'm gonna try not to yell. Fake grass gets hot AF. Yeah, I don't care for fake grass, TBH. We have a couple little patches for the dogs to hang out on and like piss on, but that's about it. Am I the only one who gets ASMR tingles from this chick's voice? No, you're not the only one. I already know the answer to that. The sun is slowly creeping over to me. I need it to get here faster. Hi from South Florida. Hi, South Florida. I just did a nice little stretch. That's the whole reason you come into my scope. I love that. That's so funny. You're like, I don't care what it is that you're talking about, as long as you're talking in a nice tone. I respect the honesty. Bruce, don't bite his face. Please. 40% guess on your topic. Only 40? Only 40. Look at Real Royalty Radiates. Their first day on Periscope. Who do we think that is? Hi, little Belle. Come here. My dog doesn't want to come over to me because I'm sitting in the shade, and she has this weird thing that she only wants to be in the sun now. You get turned on by my grocery scopes? Oh my gosh. Like my little quick grocery scope yesterday, I didn't realize that the reflection was so vivid, so anybody who saw that could actually see exactly what I was wearing and everything. Like, you could see me. I think everyone's paranoid about the first day people. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I think it's going to be a really good day today. I'm free most of the day, which is nice. I've only got a few hours that I'm adulting. Very good point, Wander. Yes, I'm on the West Coast. I'm on the West Coast. I'm in California. One of my friends in Ohio recently told me, he was very high, and he told me that he read somewhere that California is going to break off into the ocean and be an island, and that there's going to be like some mass catastrophe. Allegedly, there's a fault line. I don't know. He was rambling on about some stupid shit, but could that actually happen? I mean, I had never considered it until he said it. It sounds insane, but I've heard that since I was a kid. I've been saying that for 50 years. Oh my God, where have I been? I've been hearing that since the 90s. Oh. Is this plausible? Could this happen? If so, I need to do more investigation as to what could lead up to this catastrophe. So maybe I can catch a is there going to be a warning? What's this in all capitals? Yikes. Take a chill pill. Oh my gosh, it's Miss Tina. Oh my gosh. Perry celebrity in the mix. If California breaks off, then that's going to make what beachfront property then? That would make Nevada. What else? What's above Nevada? I think it would just be mostly Nevada, right? No. Then at the top end, you have Oregon, I think. Large cap typing equals stressful life. Oh my goodness. Nevada. Yeah, it's not Nevada. It is pronounced Nevada. Correct. Yeah, it's one of my little pet peeves is when, no, it's not Nevada, it's Nevada. If California breaks off, that means that Palm Springs and all the desert would be beachfront property. Would it be beachfront or would it be filled with water? Like, I think if it breaks off, there's going to be, you know, like probably a big tidal wave or something is going to come right. It's not just going to break off nicely and just slide away and there's this beautiful beach. There's going to be some ruckus. And people might get hurt. Then what parts would be underwater? Something would be underwater. When California tumbles into the sea, that be the day I go back to Annandale. Oh, hey. Oh, she sounds like a chicken. Belly, no. Oh my God. Hi. No. You sound like a chicken, number one. Nobody's afraid of that. Number two, hush. That's enough. You too. Shh. That bark was embarrassing. I'm not going to make her feel bad about it or subconscious about her bark, but it's really, it's not scary. Thanks. Cali breaks off. Everyone can come stay with me in Arizona. Do you have a compound? Buy a property in the desert now, it will go up. You probably say Caribbean instead of Caribbean. Which way do you say it? Caribbean or Caribbean? You have like one spare room, so everybody from Scope is gonna come. That was written in 1973. Oh my God. Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, you say it like that. I mean, if I'm gonna say Pirates of the Caribbean, I say Caribbean. I'm not gonna say Pirates of the Caribbean. But if I'm gonna say like, ooh, I'd like to go to the Caribbean, I'm going to say it like that. Not, I want to go to the Caribbean. Caramel. I think it's caramel. Yeah. Yeah, it's caramel. That's how Tom Green said it. Caramel, yeah. Do you say caramel? Who says caramel? I knew somebody that said envelop instead of envelope. Caramel. You say caramel? Social media PhD in the house. What percentage do you say is accurate? And is it caramel or caramel? Everybody can chime in on this. Caramel, the other name was called caramel. Aluminum. Give me that stick. Bruce Lee, give me that. No! Little fucker. I knew a kid who said Europe instead of Europe. Where's that stick? What trailer did you decide on? We have a 2019 Forester. Oh my God. No, I haven't decided on one yet. I'm still looking at models that have rear living with 2 doors and an open shower. Those are like the biggest things that I want. Stop it. I have to take these sticks from these dogs. Aluminium. Oh, aluminium. Like, please, you don't say aluminium. Bruce Lee, that's my dog's name. That's a really nice camper. Bye, poo poo pee pee. Have fun being productive. And that's a really good brand too. I really like the Salems. I like that they're made here in America. Did you ever learn how to say? No, I don't know what that word is. Oh, wait. Wasn't that the name of like a city near you or something? Or it was something southern. Bossier, is that it? Can you guys not dig a hole, please? Thank you. Where do you think you're going to go? It was the most for our money for sure. Yeah, I keep looking at the 2019s. They are beautiful inside. The finishes are just incredible compared to the older models. Oh, that's right. Craigslist ads. Mm-hmm. And it's Bossier, right? No. Don't eat that. Can you not eat rocks? God bless it. Bose? Like the music instrument company. Bose. Bosier. Oh, Bosier. That's right. Okay. I mean, that's still probably not 100% right, but not like camping when I was little either. If anybody hasn't looked into RVs that are made in 2019, even like 2018, some of those are really nice. They have come a long way. They've got like built-in USB ports and good girl, Belly. Good girl. Stainless steel appliances and ovens and big refrigerators and it's incredible. There's just so many options. I think that's the problem that I'm having, because when this whole thing started for me, when I was thinking about traveling, it started with, okay, I'm going to sell all my shit and move into a van. And then I've slowly come down to reality and realized that it's not feasible for me to live in a van. It's just not for me. I need more space than that. Come here, little Belle. No. So then the van turned into a small camper, turned into, well, if I'm going to pull something, why don't I pull something just a little bigger so I can have my own bathroom? To now I'm like, all right, well, 21 to 25 feet, 2 doors, rear living with a slide out. A van would be a little rough, right? Like, I could do it, but I don't want to set myself up for failure and get out on the road and, like, hate it and hate my life because I live in a frickin' van, you know? I'm just not, I don't know. I'm nervous about driving a motorhome. I'd much rather drive a truck. Like, I can drive a truck. I've pulled a couple little campers before. I just like the idea of being able to, hey, park my camper, leave it. It'll be stationed, you know, someplace for weeks at a time anyway. And then I've got my truck that I can still drive. Because with an RV, like, I would still need something to drive because I'm not going to drive my RV around all the time. So I would still have to pull something behind the RV. Like either a little pickup truck or like a little car. And that's a lot. An RV and a vehicle behind it. You can't drive a truck. My first car was a freaking stick shift pickup truck. Get the fuck out of here, Valerie. What do you mean I can't drive a truck? Why, because I'm a woman? Can you guys not fight like that? Come on. Right, exactly. Electric bicycle. Ooh, that's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. A moped, I'll kill myself on. I can't have that. Stop. Stop this fighting. You're taking a break. Come here. You're being way too aggressive. Way too aggressive. You brought to their attention that making fun of Del Vecchio wasn't cool. Yeah, thank you for doing that. I was in there. By the way, when I say that I'm in scopes on trolls, none of my trolls are malicious, nor do they talk. So just, I've had people accuse me of being this troll or that troll who said this or that. I never say anything. I just listen. And the reason that I'm on a troll is because I just want to listen and I don't want anything else to be said or, oh, you're in this scope or just, ugh. So I've heard them bully and berate him, and it's pretty disgusting, in my opinion. Oh, so he sent them to you, did he? Well, oh, God. Well, rest easy knowing that they're all fucking imbeciles that can't actually affect your real life, so you don't have anything to really worry about. They're just going to be assholes in the chat. Hey! Stop the fighting. Somebody's going to go to timeout, and it's not going to be me. These freaking dogs. On a regular bicycle in Fort Lauderdale, driver texting. Oh, my God. He summoned you to call in. Oh, no. Stop, all of you. No. Shut it. Get out of here. Go. Go. Shh. I'm getting the spray bottle. I'm getting the spray bottle because you can get down, little lady. Please behave yourself. Hush, Val. Oh, God, that's not water. Maybe you don't. Yeah. Whew. I don't know why you guys are all so mean today. I have not social media. I've narrowed it down quite a bit, but I haven't made a 100% decision. I don't care if you guys play with each other, but when you're hurting each other and people are crying, that's the problem. Okay? They love my vegan dishes, Val. That's all they eat.
I thought it was something else.
No, just a chicken.
What's left of it?
Belle was barking at the neighbor. She actually does sound like a chicken. Here, I'll take that. Everybody behave yourself because now I have a spray bottle and I will spray you. Maybe you should... Yeah, Val... They sit in the kitchen and beg for my vegan dishes. That's true. I've done scopes with that. They sit there and just wait for these vegetables to be prepared for them. They're so excited to eat their vegan dishes. Nope. Will Jones, you've seen it. True or false? Talking about the RV, though, social media, I have really narrowed down the things that I like and don't like, which has been a huge step in the process for me. It's true. Thank you, Will Jones. Came in clutch. All right. See, this is my problem, Val. Do you hear this? If your kids were doing that, would you let them? Oh, look. Everybody's getting sprayed. You like that? I didn't think so. Hey, Bruce. Knock it off. Well, now they just are running away, so I'm going to have to get a frickin' super soaker. Bless it. Depends on how old they were. Like, they're just running around like maniacs right now. They have like a little course. They run around like the firewood. They run around the tent. They run under the chairs, blah, blah, blah. But when they start like biting each other, that's when it's not so good, you know? Would you let your kids claw and bite each other for fun? Anybody? Bruce, Lee. Oh, now they think this water is fun. Now they're jumping up and like basically playing in the water. So this is not effective. In the turn of events, they are not cats. Get out of there. I'm gonna spray you next. I'm gonna spray you next. They have to assert their dominance at a young age. Do not eat the floor of the tent. Gosh. On the upside, since they're running around like little demons, they will be ready for lunch and a nap soon. A vegan lunch at that. Maybe I will record preparing their lunch. Well, see? Interrupting nap, please. These dogs are so wild. You should go to In-N-Out. I do like In-N-Out, actually. I get a veggie sandwich with fries, and it's pretty delicious. I've also scoped that. I need to paint my nails pretty quick in order of... Why would you even say that? You know that I think about murder when I think about eating meat, so... Question, Val. Are you trying to trigger me? Ew, the strawberry shake. Boo. A bunch of pus and feces, and do you want me to get into what's actually in dairy? It's fucking disgusting. It's a natural inflammatory, so... Some trash food not too long ago. Yeah, but it wasn't meat. It wasn't anything that wasn't vegan. I mean, I guess In-N-Out could technically be trash because it's processed. But it's a veggie sandwich and fries cooked in sunflower oil, so I don't feel like that's even too bad. I had vegan Chinese recently, but that's... I don't think that's really that bad. Other than that, no, I haven't had any trash. I eat pretty good. I ate at Whole Foods the other night for dinner. That was fantastic. That was actually, what's today, Saturday? That was Friday night. I love going to the grocery store on Friday night. Fun fact about Kat. What am I doing on Friday nights? If I'm not grocery shopping, then I am eating at the grocery store. You know, oh my god, this should be great. What is your favorite vegan dish, Val? Does anybody else eat vegetables in here? Don't necessarily have to be vegan. Just curious. Oreos, that's not a vegan dish. And the only reason that Oreos are vegan is because they're all chemicals and crap. So they're not anything really. But golden Oreos are really delicious, actually. I just got the party pack of those last night. You do eat vegetables? Yes. Last night, I got a little high before I made dinner. So when I cook, I make dinner for myself and my dog, since we all eat just the same stuff. Theirs just doesn't have seasonings. So first course was we had these chicken patties that are made by Morningstar. No, they're not real chicken, but they're CHICK''N. They taste like chicken. They look like chicken. So chicken patties for me, chicken patties for them. The second course was I put some French fries in a skillet with some butter. I don't know. I don't like to bake my French fries. I like to saute them up. Bomb. They love those. Third course was, refried beans. I really wanted refried beans. I put all kinds of red sauce and seasonings and stuff on mine. Theirs was plain and they loved it. And then last course, what was it? Asparagus. And I say courses because I don't like to try and time everything to be done at the same time. I just eat it as it gets done. Are they actually potato? What, the chicken patties? They're soy, but they're non-GMO soy. They're actually potatoes, yes. Anything can be a dish, so how many Oreos does it take to be a dish? I make salads, okay. They're real potatoes, yes, organic. Fries, actually. I was just trying to make space in my freezer because I went shopping and there was just not enough space for everything, so I was kind of just pulling things out to eat as things were being put away. So that's how that odd meal came to pass. Add in that I was high and I was craving the refried beans. It was a great dinner. My dogs love asparagus. Shockingly. Okay. My nails are filed to perfection. I just need to paint them before I can go any further. Little Belle, you okay? I just noticed you got a little scratch on your head, it looks like. Eesh. My poor little girl dog is the tiniest little crumb. She's maybe a pound. She's trying to roughhouse and fight her brothers who are huge. So what would you do if you traveled somewhere without any vegan options? Where am I going that they don't have vegetables? Or raw beans. I eat pretty simply. I don't eat a lot of faux meats and processed vegan stuff. So rice, lentils, chickpeas, some green vegetables, some spinach perhaps, broccoli. I mean, you can find that stuff anywhere. Little podunk town. Well, here's the thing though, Val. I'm not going to be doing this feet piece style where I'm unplanned and I don't know where my next meal is coming from and what I'm going to be doing and where I'm going to be eating and all that. I will be stocked up. That's part of why I need more space, is so I can have my own food jarred and canned and at the ready, so I can go anywhere and I don't really have to worry about if I want to go to a small podunk town if they're going to have food, because I'm just going to assume that most small podunk towns won't, that it'll be a stretch if I can find a salad maybe in some of these places, depending. So I'll be prepared. I think it'll be okay. It's been a process to kind of get used to eating a different way, so that way I feel comfortable to be prepared on the road, because I think a menu is a pretty important part of if you're going to be living a traveling lifestyle. I think that has to be considered, because if not, then what? Then you're just going to be flying by the seat of your pants and maybe be able to find something to eat? No way. I can't do that. Wow. 7 Ps. So what are your thoughts on fish again? My thoughts on fish are, I think that we've done too much stuff to the water and the time for fish has passed for me personally, because I considered pescatarian at first, but I've never cared for fish. I've eaten more than my share of lobsters and shrimps, but other than that, I've never been a fish eater. I've never cared for the consistency, the look, the flavor, the smell. I don't eat sushi. I'm one of the few people who doesn't, I think. I've encountered in California anyway. So if we go camping and we wind up getting stranded for days, I mean, I'll have enough food for weeks though, like on deck. So even if I was stranded, I would be okay. You're telling me you wouldn't eat a fish? Yeah, I wouldn't eat a fish because I'm going to have stuff already prepared. I don't need to eat a fish. A storm hit. Did the storm take away all my canned vegetables and things I have inside of my camper, though? We lost our camp. Oh, my God. Come here. No. First, let me just say that this is a hilarious hypothetical, and I very much appreciate that you are not going with the standard that most vegans get, which is, well, if you were stranded on a desert island and all you had was a pig, would you eat, So I appreciate that you're at least trying to get on my level and put this into something that is at least a little bit more likely that I would be in a camper and that something could happen. But it's funny that people do ask vegans these things. Anyways, so we lost our camp. A bear came and he ravaged everything. 420 Print says we will plant seeds and grow our own food. That sounds like a fantastic idea. I hope that you are nearby this camp when this bear situation arises. All right, so bear ravaged everything. We have no food, no camp, no nothing. What do we do? Where are we? I need more details before I can decide if I'm going to eat a fish. I need more details. So you're carrying seeds on you during the camp? Oh my God. I had not considered carrying seeds until this very moment, actually. 420 Prints, thank you. I think I might have to carry seeds. So I've got seeds in my knapsack. So that's one possibility. I'm going to add that to my list. Non-GMO seeds. So what's up, Tattoos and Beer? How you doing? So how long is it going to take us to get to civilization? How long is it going to take us? There's no time to plant seeds. We're starving now. Hi, Dolce. How are you? How are you doing, pretty girl? We don't know? All right. I find this to be a little bit odd, though. Like, the camp was ravaged by the bear, but wouldn't we have had, like, a backpack or something? If the camp was ravaged, the car was ravaged as well? Oh, I'm really good. We're just going through an insane hypothetical where Val is asking me if I would eat a fish if I was out camping and a bear ravaged the entire campsite. So I'm trying to get a little bit more clarification before I decide on whether or not I'm going to eat this fish. You have 2 granola bars. That's it? That doesn't sound like me. That doesn't sound like me. If I even leave and I'm going to be gone out of the house for more than a couple hours, I've got at least 2 protein bars alone in my fanny pack. That's not including a backpack or like a bag I might be carrying, like a jar of peanut butter, a bag of pecans. I've got my hydro flask with water. Come on, Val, be more realistic with this insane hypothetical. You know I would have way more than 2 granola bars. Even if I was dead asleep and there was an emergency in my camper, like, I would grab my bug out bag that has food for a couple weeks. Valspace, are you trash or not? Oh my God. So so you're basically saying it's a life or death situation, right? So I either eat fish or I die. Is that what you're saying? In so many words. It's ripping the roof off. Oh my God. So we're now in Twister. I am not camping in the tornado belt, just FYI. So this is really an insane hypothetical. But the storm hit, the bear came. There is a coffee bot. Let's get rid of that guy. It's the perfect storm. So the storm and the bear came at the same time. Everything is gone. We don't know when we're going to get to civilization. I only had 2 granola bars. First, let me just tell you, Val, if we're camping like this together and this situation happens, just know that I'm just going to need some quiet time because I'm going to be so enraged that my camp is gone and that I only had 2 granola bars and that I'm not prepared. Like, I will be pissed. Like, so fucking pissed. Do we have a compass? Do we know where we're going? I am stressed out about this situation and it hasn't even happened. I'm standing up, walking around in my backyard, looking at my tent like, oh shit, what if this really happens? What if a bear and a storm come and take my whole camp away and all I have is 2 granola bars? He wanted to eat us, but you threw your canned vegetables to save us. Oh my God. I mean, that sounds like me. That sounds a lot like me, actually. If it's life or death, I mean, I would have to eat the fish, right? I'm not going to die. If it's me or the fish, I'm always going to choose me. That might not be very vegan of me. Is that what you were trying to get at, Val? Plot twist, he didn't even eat most of them because they're... Oh, my God. Well, you say that after I just agreed to eating a fish. So we could go back and look through the wreckage and pull out some canned vegetables so I don't have to eat a fish. Now that you just got me to say if I have to choose the fish or myself, I'm going to choose myself. Well, ooh, God, I don't want to eat bugs. I don't want to eat bugs. Ugh, I don't know. I would have to do, I think I'm going to have to do research on the bug situation before I even do go on this adventure, just in case of an emergency. Because if it comes down to eating an animal or bugs, I'll catch a cricket and cook it before I'm going to catch a wild animal and skin it and eat it, you know. I'm not doing that. Allegedly, like grasshoppers, I want to say, they're eating cockroaches over in Thailand. Some of these bugs are supposed to be pretty high protein and not bad for you, I guess. I don't know. I can't wrap my brain around the thought of eating bugs, so I haven't done a lot of reading about it. I've just read a couple little blurbs here and there. I guess it's just like anything else though, right? Like, I never thought that I would be eating plants only because I didn't even like salad growing up. I sang a little song, don't make friends with salad, you don't make friends with salad. So I guess some people probably thought that about bugs and they now eat them. It's just a different life choice, I guess. Come on, son, can you come out a little quicker? All this vegan stuff goes out the window in a life or death situation. I don't know. I'm going to try to hold out as long as possible. As long as possible. If I can avoid killing something other than a plant, why not? Ooh. The wind just came. My camp might get blown away. Just kidding. One of the stakes did come up from this tent. We need to put it back down into the ground. Would you make a fire? Yes, I would make a fire. Do you know how to make a fire? I think I might do a fire tonight in the backyard, actually. I really need to learn how to make a fire. I've been a little more whispery. I really need to learn how to make a fire from scratch, like with sticks. Would you hug the tree first? Oh my. Oh my, Val. Are you saying... No, I wouldn't, because I'm not going to break branches off of a live tree. I'm going to find branches that have already fallen down. You're hilarious. You're hilarious. Val, you're so funny. I can't stop laughing. All the ones on the ground are soaked. Why are you like this? Why? It's damp and little light. Oh my God. First of all, where are we that this camp is just so horrible? I'm going to leave a terrible Yelp review for this place, and I've never even been there. Bears coming, storms coming. There's no food to be found anywhere. I don't know where that even is. You are trying to prepare me, and I appreciate it, because even in this broadcast, as silly as it has been, now I know I need to carry seeds. I guess if I had to rip branches off of a tree, I will rip branches off of a tree if I really need fire. But I'm going to try and find like the loosest ones possible, so I'm not hurting the tree as much. And I would probably say I'm sorry, yeah. What? Why are we on an island now, Val? Oh my God, I'm so scared. Those loose branches are at the top. Well, you better get your climbing shoes on then, because it sounds like I'm doing all the work in this whole trip. So I'm going to assign you to the branch collecting duty. I feel like that's right up your alley. Oh, now we're getting the ones from the bottom. Oh, I see. Well, it sounds like the seeds are going to have no problem sprouting, because if the sticks were soaked on the ground, then that means the ground is perfect for seed planting. I mean, if I'm going to wait for a seed to sprout, are you going to go kill an animal? Tell me, though, that I at least have some weed with me. And a small pipe. That I at least have that in my pocket. Please. Seeds. I'm not eating random mushrooms. Are you kidding? I've never even done mushrooms. I'm way too afraid for that. 95% says con shot 888. I think in this hypothetical I've got weed. I've just decided I at least have weed in a pipe in my pocket, because that, I mean, that's very like me. One of those crazy toads that you can lick? You can lick a toad. I'm not doing that. Belly, stop it. I did 5 years for growing in 94. 360 plants indoors on the East Coast. Damn. It does waste time and suck you in. I agree. Where are you out? I don't know what that means. I'm outside in my backyard. Val, I'm not licking a toad. But if you want to lick a toad, that's going to be a conversation, because apparently you're the only other person that is alive and near me. So I'm going to advise you to not do that. And by advise you to not do it, I mean I'm going to be like, you better not be fucking licking any toads. I need you to be here and clear and present. No licking toads. Bruce, come here. You fucker. You just ate a little piece of stick. I'm going to start putting your harness on you when you're in the backyard, just so I can grab you. Jerk. No licking toads. No eating mushrooms. I have weed in my pocket. You can smoke that. Oh my God, I only have 3 matches left. Fuck me. You're not eating. I knew it. You better stop. Stop. Jesus. You can't smoke, though? I think you better not worry about that right now. I think that we are lost, essentially. We have no food, no shelter, no fire. Do we even have shoes? Like, nothing. I think that it would be in your best interest to smoke and not like a frog. I have shoes and you don't. Why don't I have shoes? This does not sound like me at all. This is another cat that you know, I think. This is another vegan cat that you know. See, now I know that's not me. I know that's not me. Have you not seen how many Crocs I wear? I don't wear things for fashion purposes, my dear. I wear them for function purposes. So now your whole story is questioned. Because I don't even think this is me. I think this is some other vegan cat. Crocs won't make it in the wilderness? Get out of here. Not like on hikes and stuff, but just like walking around in campgrounds. Those are perfect for that. Are you kidding? If I'm going on a hike, clearly, I'll wear some boots, possibly. I typically just wear like some comfortable sneakers. I mean, the bear in the storm could happen. Me not having shoes, me not having weed or food or being able to grab like my bug out bag, all of that is questionable. But to say that I don't have shoes because I wanted to wear something that was fashionable versus functional? Bruce? No. Now we're on a boat. It sinks as we're arriving to our destination. And let me guess, this was a ferry that had the camper and my truck on it, right? So once we get to shore, my camper is not there. We were taking a ferry or a trip, like moving the camper somewhere. Boat sinks, truck's gone, camper's gone. Oh my God. I at least have my dogs. They're safe. Val, this story, it almost sounds like maybe you've gone through some like wild situations like this before. We were working on getting you out of your element. What? Oh my God. What? Getting me out of my element? What does that mean? What does that even mean? What is my element? What? Well, I have so many questions. What do you mean? Out of my element where there's bongs and dildos everywhere? Is that the element that you are referring to? And it doesn't sound like these situations... It doesn't sound like these situations that I'm being brought into with you are really working out well. Like, what the heck is going on? Why are there bears and storms and boats sinking? Bears, boats, Battlestar Galactica. I'm trashy, but everyone still loves me for something. I love this troll. It's so funny. Oh my God. So for anybody who is just tuning in, hi Jake. Welcome everybody who's here. We are talking about insane hypotheticals, and Val Space has given me an insane hypothetical asking if we were out camping and a storm came and then Mr. Bear came. Hello, Seth. How are you? Why can I not see your bubble? A storm came and a bear came and all of our supplies are gone. The camp is gone. We're stranded. Vacation. Are we back? Are we here? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Camp is gone. We are stranded. It's a life or death situation, basically. Would I eat a fish for survival, was the question. And if it was for survival, then yes. But, I mean, I've done fasts for long periods of time, so I can go days without eating. Also, there's a lot of holes in Val's hypothetical because it's not like me to not have supplies available. Belly. I don't know. I feel like even if I was stranded somewhere or this wild situation happened, I feel like I would find a way to work it out. Yeah, that's right. We do need to conserve energy. I didn't even think about that. So we can't be doing a bunch of crazy anything really that's wasting time. Oh my God. And we're going to have to sleep in shifts if we're outside because, you know, wild animals. This is a scary situation. Oh my God. Hey. No. No, no, no. How did we end up here? Trying to get out of my element, allegedly. Ending up on sinking boats, ending up with Mr. Bear coming. The funny thing about the bear situation is that one of my close friends has given me similar, not exactly hypotheticals because he doesn't want to terrify me, but just reading articles about things that have happened about bears attacking campsites and campgrounds and like showing videos of... That's enough. You also sound like a chicken. Oh no. My two dogs sound like chickens. That Mr. Bear is a real, I mean, it's a real possibility of a problem. It's a real possible problem, I should say. Can you go away from here? But I think I'm going to have to invest in bear mace. That's on the list of things. So that way if Mr. Bear does show up and I'm in a, you know, a predicament, I'll be hopefully okay. Also, the campers that I'm looking at have 2 doors and also an escape hatch, rather. So I think I would be able to get out if like a bear got into anything. The canisters that I'm going to be using for food are airtight. Like you can buy bear-proof containers so that way they don't smell your food. And I know all the basic rules about not leaving food out, and you know, I grew up camping. So I don't think I'm going to have a whole lot of issues with bears, but it's possible. Stick to the rivers and the lakes. Wow. TLC. Seeds and bear mace. I mean, amongst other things. I have seeds, bear mace. I have my bug out bag, which has first aid supplies as well as food supplies for 2 weeks. So we're going to be okay. If this was just even a little bit more realistic. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise, Val. Give me a little bit of credit here. I'm disgusted at the thought of eating a fish for survival, though. The boat sunk and we have nothing. So now we're cast away. There's no seeds. Well, I guess if the seeds were in my pocket and we had to swim, they're probably gone. Shit. And where are we swimming to? Or we can eat the captain? I would be far less opposed to eating a human than I would an innocent animal. We have to fish. Oh, he's already dead? That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I've never eaten a human being, but I've heard and read, well, not heard. I don't know anyone personally who's admitted to cannibalism, but I have read that it tastes very close to pork. And everybody loves bacon, you know. I love it so much I eat fake bacon. He's got all this water weight and he didn't like to. Ew, gross. Val. Val, stop it. I wish I could turn the camera on right now. I never know how to do it. My dogs are so vegan, they're over here eating weeds. I understand, but I feel like there's probably also dog pee on these, so don't eat them. No! Stop. I guess that's the problem with having vegan dogs. They just want to eat leaves and plants everywhere they go. It's because they have nothing else to eat. Please. Please. They love my vegan dishes. I am going to scope when I cook for them. Again. They love their vegan dishes. And they had vegan breakfast. They have vegan all their meals. I get these organic toasted oat cereal with vanilla almond milk. They love it. Hey, Belle. Jesus H. One of the dogs was just stretching with his butt up in the air and his front legs way out, and my other dog just ran up behind him with her head and smashed him in the ass, so he almost fell. I don't really know how this story ends either. I'm scared because now we're trapped on a frickin' desert island somewhere with no seeds, no food, nothing. So now we are Tom Hanks. Do we at least have Wilson? Is there a ball? Is there something? Here's the other problem with this whole island situation. I'm allergic to coconuts. So you have to, okay. I mean something that's useful. No shade. It's not useful to me. It's useful to you. I think first order of business would be find shelter and find water. That's first order of business. If we can at least get to a point where we can hear some water, then we can dig into the ground and maybe find some. Rip some branches off some palm trees and make a little shelter. Find some dry wood. And in this hypothetical, I do know how to make a fire. So there's that. I'm just establishing that from the gate. So I'll send you to collect some branches while I make camp and make a little shelter. And then you bring back the branches. And I'm going to start a fire. I'm not losing my shit. I would be calm as a cucumber. When I'm in super stressful situations, I get like, my heart starts racing, but for some reason, this like wild sense of calm just comes over me. Kat, you and Val are super cool. Super cool. Remember to plan. I gotta go. Thanks for hanging out, 420 Prince, and thank you so much for that seeds idea. No, that's also not like me. You just want to slap me. No. I would be calm as a cucumber. You might be a little hysterical. I could see that happening. I have to backhand you and tell you to get it together. You should be a fictional book writer. Because clearly this is nowhere near to being nonfiction, but this is a great story. You don't get hysterical. I don't think that I've ever been hysterical in my life. That's a lie. But it sounded good, right? Way better than your fucking lettuce story. Oh, wow. Still bringing up the lettuce story. Oh, God. That story was hilarious, though. I love that story still. The lettuce came in right on cue, too, and was like, wait a minute. He's lying to you. He's not going to be vegan. You got to admit, that story was hilarious. And it was going, you had helped weave the story pretty well, and it was working in your favor. But then the magical lettuce came, and I had to consult. I had forgotten about that. That was when Scope was a little bit more fun. There's no fucking lettuce in this story. There might be lettuce. It might not be the magical talking lettuce, but there might be lettuce because I'm obviously going to be hungry. So maybe, hey, Belly. These little dogs and their barking is not my jam. I don't love it at all. There could be like a patch of vegetables in this island. No, Belle. No. We're not barking. Where the fuck does lettuce even grow? In trees? Haven't you ever seen a lettuce tree? No barking. No barking. No. I don't want to hear it. I know that's what you're coming over here to do. There's lettuce trees. Look it up. It's a thing. Maybe they don't have them down south. Lettuce trees are beautiful. This little spray bottle just saved the entire... Okay, I thought. There it goes. Back away. Back away. I get it. He's an idiot. Disengage. Bruce? No. Thank you. Went inside. A couple little sprays with the spray bottle. Belly? Don't think about it. Don't even... No. Move away from there. You're not going to bark either. Or you'll get sprayed. Back up. She likes the spray. Well, that's not effective for you, is it? I feel like we'd be okay on a desert island, Val, and we'd get help. Like, somebody would come. What part do you disagree with? La 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 la. Come here, Belly. Well, I'm not spraying in the face. I'm not like, you know, going out of my way to be mean. It's just a spray in their direction, just to kind of snap them out of their crazy. Do not go over to that wall and bark, sir. I'm going to have to ask you to refrain. Also, we would need to pull branches and things to spell out like help on the beach. And we're stuck here forever? No, I don't like that. I don't think that we're stuck there forever. No, not forever. Oh my God, my heart is racing right now. I can't even think about forever. Jesus. Being stuck on a deserted island with a handsome man forever. Oh my God. It doesn't matter if you're handsome. We're stuck on a desert island. I can't think of a better scenario for you. And my dogs are there. I mean, it's not the worst scenario ever, but you don't want to be there either. Come on. Be serious. We did not eat the dogs. That is not happening. Nope. That's not happening. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. We're not eating the dogs. Val, you would get eaten before the dogs get eaten. We did not eat one of the dogs. These are my children. No, I'm not eating my dogs, even in a hypothetical. I'll catch some fish and feed them. Oh my God, my least favorite one. No, I'm not even going to eat him. No, not eating a dog. I am not eating a dog. Yeah, we could use them as bait and then pull them out right before the fish comes and you jump over there and catch them. Because I feel like you guys down in the South do that stuff. What do you call that? Like noodling, and you go into the muddy waters and like stick your arms down in these mud holes and pull out these big old whiskered fish. Belle, don't eat that rock. Don't eat that rock. Yeah. Little jerk. You would never. You need to be helping in this situation. I already don't like this attitude. You will, because we need to catch this fish, and I can't catch a fish, and we're not eating my dogs. So, that's how snapping turtles get you? There's no snapping turtles. Don't worry about that. There's no snapping turtles where we are. We're on a beautiful island. There's no snapping turtles. I already know. I saw in the brochure. I saw the whole snapping turtle piece, and it was a different island. Definitely was not this one. Can you hear when I'm scratching my head? I always wonder that. Of course it's in the fine print, and I read all the details. There's no snapping turtles, so you need to go and catch that fish. I'll use my dogs as bait. We'll bring the fish out. You guys can all have fish. I'm going to eat some leaves. Your arms are not too big. I dug the hole big enough. Your arms can fit in there. Stop being a baby. I looked at the size of your arms before I dug the hole, so. Yeah, you have to stick your arms in. Okay. It's not a hole you dig. What do you mean it's not a hole you dig? Oh, we're talking about the catfish noodling thing. Okay, I was literally picturing, like, I dug a hole to fresh water on the island, and you have to reach in and catch a fish. The fish hang out in them. Okay, your arms will definitely fit in those. I've seen huge dudes who reach into those fish holes and pull out giant fish. Get out of here. Stick your arm in there and get a fish. Just do it. No. There's no snapping turtles. You don't need to use anything as bait. Just put your arms down in the hole and grab that fish by the guts and pull him up. If you want to eat him. If you don't, then you don't have to. It said they're small holes. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I read that it said that there are medium to large size holes, and if anything, to be careful because you could fall into them. There's also sandbars that you need to worry about because you could get sucked into that and be gone forever. And then there's me alone on a freaking desert island with my 2 dogs. Oh my God. That sounds like just not the situation that I want to be in. You're so stupid. That's hilarious, though. I hope I'm never on a fucking desert island. God, that's such a scary thought. I'm not going to be going on a cruise anytime soon, that's for sure. Bromy, no. God bless it. You better not start barking. You have to go inside now. You're done for the day. Or at least for now. Exactly, he made it and he was by himself, but I'm not Tom Hanks. I don't know if you're aware. I'm going to pull this door a little bit. Closed, okay. Tom Hanks made it, but he's Tom frickin' Hanks. And he made it off the island, didn't he? I never even watched that movie. It just seemed not my cup of tea at all, so I really don't 100% know how it all shook out. I feel like I've heard that he made it off the island. I feel like I've officially ruined your stuff. Yeah, you've been trying since the very beginning. You finally succeeded. And it wasn't ruined because I actually pulled some good information from this about the seeds, at least. And also that it's very important for me to have like a getaway bag, like basically at all times strapped to my body. Because anything could happen at any time. So if I have a bag with food supplies, like dehydrated food that'll last me a couple weeks, first aid, flares, all the basics, like I've seriously got to have that together at all times. Whew. I'm going on a hike and I'm going to be spending a little time outdoors next month. Now I'm thinking I might even need to have this stuff just for that. Yeah, but the bag gets caught. Val, no. So now I can't even carry a bag. Now I have to, strap things to my body? Like I have to walk around in like a suit with pockets instead of a bug out bag. It's a bug out suit, and that's what I have to wear at all times. Because that's not going to get caught on anything if I've got like protein bars strapped to my calves and matches and flares on like a little belt around my waist. You are the only thing you have. It is real. T1000 V3. What do you mean I'm going to drown? I wouldn't have even been on a boat, though. I would not have been on a boat. The camping scenario, okay, that seemed a little bit more realistic. But on a boat, you'd be hard-pressed to catch me out somewhere where I could end up on a desert island on a boat. Hi, Bobby. I mean, yeah, if I had to swim, then I guess I would have to take off this bug-out suit. But if I had it in a bag that's a waterproof bag, it's going to float. The only thing then I would have to worry about is like a shark coming along and eating it or something, or eating me. I'd be more concerned about that if I'm in the water. That's my number one concern. It's not even about the desert island. It's not even about anything else. If I am stuck in the ocean somewhere, my number one concern is sharks. We were camping and then they offered us a free trip to the island. Oh my God. This is actually a good storyline for a movie. Where's the video? I've not seen this before. That's funny, Bobby. You said the exact same thing last time I was doing an audio broadcast. You said, what's the point of an audio broadcast? So I'll tell you what I told you last time. It is for people who just want to listen instead of actually see a video. So it's more like a radio broadcast, if you will. I don't know about this free trip. Free usually has some strings attached to it, you know? And now look what happened. We took this free trip when we could have been camping. And now we're stuck on a desert island. Man. This camping trip just really took a turn. Everyone on the app sucks except like 2 to 3 people. That's hilarious, loyal trash. You did not even want to camp, Val. That's the thing. You didn't even want to camp. You don't even want to camp now. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, Val. You never wanted to camp. You never wanted to camp. That's a lie. You did? I don't know. Oh my God, I just almost broke my ankle. Jesus. These dogs are digging little holes in the yard. I was getting out of my element. Well, then I guess we're both just fucked then, aren't we? That hole's filled in. Very nice. Hi, little Belle. I think that I understand why you wouldn't get out of your element if that's what you think would happen if you go camping. So real hypothetical, like once I am actually camping, I'm not sure, depending on the time of year that I get on the road will determine if I'm going to head up the coast of California or if I'm going to head south and then east. So say I'm camping in your neck of the woods. Now this part is like the more crazy part of the hypothetical. And you're like, yeah, I'm going to get out of my element. Let's go camping. And I'm like, I have this huge camper. Let's go camping. I feel like you wouldn't even, I don't see you as a camper. I don't feel like you would enjoy it. I think you'd be too nervous that Mr. Bear was going to come and that the storm was going to come. I don't know. Do you think you would actually enjoy camping? I'm a man. I can do all things. Yeah, of course you can. But would you enjoy it? Oh, I don't doubt your manliness for a second, Val. You're a grown-ass man. For sure. I might be a little more outdoorsy than you. I love that my dogs aren't barking and he gets yelled at. Dumb bitch neighbor. I mean, I'm a little city-fied now, but I spent my childhood being very, very outdoorsy and tree climbing. And God, my cousins and I used to pick up snakes out of my grandmother's creek. Well, we called it a crick. Out of her crick in the backyard and like whip each other with them. I feel more at home outdoors. Yeah, but you work outdoors. Do you like it? Like, do you like being outside? Hey! I would prefer that fresh air versus being locked up in an office somewhere. For sure. See? That's why I don't know if you would like camping. Belle, please stay out of those fights. You're going to get hurt. Or maybe you would love it. I don't know. If I'm camping in your area, I would probably invite you to come and like check out the campfire and hang out in like a normal campground. But that's more like the kind of camping that I'm going to be doing is a little different than I think the scenarios we were talking about, like out in the middle of nowhere. I don't think I'm going to be out in the middle of nowhere all that much in the beginning. You'll change your mind when the fresh air is 20 degrees and raining. Absolutely, I would change my mind. That's horrid. I don't plan to be in weather like that in any of these hypotheticals. I can't even entertain, well, we were in the snow. Nope. That's 100% not me. I'm not going anywhere where it's snowing. Also, there's different types of insulation on campers, and you can buy either like a 2-season or a 4-season. So although I'm going to purchase a 4-season just because I want to be prepared, I don't want to be somewhere that it's snowing or that it's 20 degrees and raining. Like, I want to go to Colorado, but not when it's snowing. No, I don't want to camp in the snow. That just doesn't sound like a fun time to me. I feel like the non-snowy season there is probably beautiful, and I absolutely want to camp there, 100%. Yeah, no in between. So I want to go on the warm side of things. I've only been to Colorado a couple times, and it's been cold, unfortunately, every time I've been there. But from what I have been told, it's very beautiful when that snow melts. And from what I've read, it's a very healthy place. Well, some of the cities anyway. I don't know about all the cities, but people in general are just healthier. I wonder if it has anything to do with elevation or all the weed. I think that, actually, I read that before. Weed was even legalized there. I definitely want to camp in Colorado. I'll be in Arizona, New Mexico. I have family and friends in Texas, so I gotta go there. And then I want to make it a point also to, I mean, if I go north, I'll just hit spots up California and then stop in Oregon, of course, stop in Washington, go to Canada. If I go south, then that's when I don't know when Colorado will fit in. That will also depend on the time of year. But after Texas, I haven't planned where I'll go east of that. I might go up I don't know. I think I've got some relatives still over in Georgia and Alabama as well. I think. And then I want to make it to Florida. So, TBD. T, a B, a D. I can't wait. The campers that I'm looking at are nicer than some apartments that I lived in when I was young and broke. I will be really infuriated if Mr. Bear comes and ruins my camper, though. I'm just going to stop even saying that. I don't want to put that out in the universe that Mr. Bear is going to come. That's scary. Yeah, I have to scram as well. This was actually a turn that I didn't see the scope taking, so thank you for these hilarious, insane hypotheticals. I have to go and be an adult as well, so the bear does do what he wants. This is fun, y'all. This was real fun. I'll be back a little bit later this afternoon, early evening. Yeah, see you later. Goodbye, Valerie. Make sure you have seeds in your pocket with you, just in case. You never know where you might end up or what could happen.